It's the Groupcast podcast, a show about stuff like stupid jokes and Charlie folks and random ass topics with Casey, Wes, and special guests like Fred and Danny, Kyle, Riley, Lennon's there too. This is their theme song, it's pretty cool. Just don't ask Wes to sing the rest cause he'll forget the words, so sit right down and gather round, but not too close because they were so ugly that everyone died. Podcast.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Well.
Whoa.
It's been hanging out with me too much. Telling
Try
you.
that again.
Casey, do you want to give it a shot? Because I don't think I can.
Hi.
Alright. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our fabtabulous show that we have going on every week, Groupcast, in which the five of us, sometimes the four of us, sometimes the whatever number of
Sometimes
us
people.
get together and talk about stuff for a little over an hour and a half, and you get to listen to it. As always, you have everyone's favorite host, Big Wes,
Hello.
along with Stacy,
Woo!
Erica,
Blah.
I mean Urka.
and Lennon.
Man, I thought I was the favorite host.
No. Never.
I don't know about you guys, but it's been a crappy week for weather.
It's been a
It's
weird
been
week
raining
for
all
weather.
week.
It's been raining all week.
Except Monday.
For those of you who don't live in the mid-Atlantic area, it's been raining all week.
That's what happens once summer's pretty much over. It says, oh, now that we had a drought, let's just rain every single day forever.
I'm sad that winter's coming. Rain.
Yep. It's just crying until the other tears turn into ice.
At least we're not Australia, because
We
one
are
of
not
their-
Australia.
What's
One of-
Australia?
We have giant
One of
spiders
death.
the size of this
They have
table.
they have four seasons like we do, except I think they're
Backwards.
No, they're not even like spring, summer, whatever. It's like rain, dry, winter, and fire.
Yep. And they just got over their fire
Yeah.
as we were turning into not fire.
It's called fire because much like the West Coast, stuff just spontaneously catches fire because it's so hot.
Spontaneous.
Yeah,
Yep.
that sounds about right.
Yep.
Good old Australia, where
I actually
everything is out to get you.
I heard this winter the prediction is we're supposed to have more snow than we did this past winter.
That's kind of what I was expecting. 'Cause it was
And it's also supposed to be even colder than it was this
I'm
past
expecting
winter.
that also.
You know, like that day where it was negative 30.
It's the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, right? We're going to wake up tomorrow with 5 feet of snow outside.
Monday?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's when I started school.
clever.
No,
That's what I don't.
that's what I don't.
Yeah,
You don't have to ever go that.
You don't have to ever
damn
don't.
right.
I go back to school for the rest of my life. Yay!
I know, right?
Yeah, that sounds like fun and good times. And
Yeah.
what's wrong with you? Why are you doing that?
Yeah, we picked the wrong profession.
It was my
You hate
decision.
school? Be a teacher. You go until you die.
I never hated school, so that's fine with me.
I hated
Is that the
school.
teacher alma mater?
It is.
Go to school until you die.
Go to school until you die.
They give you an
Well, at
apple
least
when
until
you graduate.
They do. It's,
like when
it's
you
a
get-
moldy apple.
It's like
It's
when
all,
you.
Do they really?
This was
It's the same apple for like the last 50 years.
This was the first apple we gave you when you graduated, and here it is again. It's just a shriveled up.
It's just a
I couldn't get the word.
It's just sledding down a mountain.
It's like when you
all that
graduate.
snow that we're going to get.
I
this
couldn't
winter.
get the word shrivel out of my
It's like
mouth.
when you become a doctor, they give you the white coat. They just give you an apple. Like, here you go.
Yep.
Here's your ruler, and
And you're sitting in a nursing home at 900 years old, and it's like, that was my first apple! And you touch it, it goes, just turns into dust.
Well, I think if you've been in a nursing home for 900 years, the same thing's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're going to touch you, and you go,
Oh, there goes another one.
oh, we lost one.
Crawlers toughen
We
them.
lost another teacher. Send the apple back for the next graduating
But there is no apple, it's just dust. That's it. Vacuum up the dust.
Vacuum up that apple.
it's like being a teacher is just like this long chain of teachers who just pass down this ancient apple. From person to person.
Pretty much.
It's like a cult.
The golden apple.
Except it's not made
The
of.
apple cult.
It's like this. Yeah, it's like
We
this.
have those in Biglerville,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
We called it the apple core.
Oh, yeah.
Except
to
with all
disband.
the educational problems in the U.S.
It's kind of like how schools.
They had to downsize from the golden apple to the apple.
It's kind of like schools have spirit sticks, but teachers have spirit apples.
That's dumb.
Spirit
sticks.
sticks.
Yeah,
What?
we had one.
We
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah. At
I was about
My
to
class-
ask, how did I not know this? But I found out I already
I had a
answered
home
that
when I
question.
was in.
Because I give no
at
fucks.
pep rallies, we would compete to.
Yeah.
It's a dowel rod that
That's
has
all-
streamers on it.
It was
That
just
was ours,
wrapped
too.
up in yellow
what
and
a
black.
prized possession.
It was a wooden stick wrapped around with streamers that were black and gold, and you had to fight to get it. And when I was in 8th grade, our homeroom got it, so it sat up on the over the teacher's board for a while.
We had that also.
We did?
We did.
Oh, okay. I fell asleep during pep rallies.
You know,
We just kind of stopped having pep rallies.
I know.
Because
Thank
the
God.
ours got worse as they went on.
The
it seemed.
principal we had basically just gave up.
Yeah.
Because I can remember one of the first pep rallies I went to in high school, it was like he had just become the principal. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who don't know, I've talked about him a couple times. He's basically tall, fat Hitler.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what he looks like anyway. He's pretty dumb. He was a pretty dumb guy.
Yeah.
And at one point, our school mascot was the Eagles, so he would just stand in the middle of the gym and go. He'd
And just
point.
be perched.
No,
Oh.
yeah,
He just goes,
he'd be.
that didn't come out right at all. That's
I like that first one better.
He'd like.
It did sound more like
It'd
an
be like
eagle.
the
That was a squeaky eagle.
the underclassmen on one side, the upperclassmen on the other side, and he'd go, "Go!" He'd point to the underclassmen, and he'd point to the other side, "Eagles!
No, God.
Go!" And he's like, "All right, everybody with me now," and nobody would do it.
Nobody ever, no. You know why? Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Nobody.
See, back whenever Lennon and I, we went to the same school.
As well as
I said
I.
NWest. Our
Eventually.
rival school was Casey's school.
Hello.
So every time we played them, we had a pep rally specifically to say, "Let's beat the Eagles and we'll eat them and their meat."
And then when
But they always beat us,
when we
no
all
matter
graduated,
what.
we realized that didn't matter. But then
Yeah.
again, we probably realized it didn't matter when we were there.
It never fucking mattered ever.
It doesn't matter now.
Did they?
I-
Which is why I have to.
I just
wonder-
always loved that we had a pep rally saying, "We're gonna beat them this time."
Haven't
No.
beaten them in 42 years.
Exactly.
I just want to know.
It's actually
did-
somewhere
I
around
don't
there.
think we've ever beat you
Wait,
ever.
what?
Really?
What? Really?
Not since
Yeah.
I've been
We
in school.
suck that bad?
We might have beat
we-
you back in the 70s.
Yeah,
like
we,
40
we
years
haven't,
ago.
We haven't beat Bermuda in like quite a few decades.
Yeah, but
That
we still,
is hilarious.
we're still gonna win. We will win this time.
It's because we got jacked up farmers.
I loved
No, that's what we have.
the worst school to beat was DeLone, that Catholic school.
Yeah.
I think they were even better than you guys, and we played them
Yeah.
for homecoming once, and everyone's like, "We'll win this time."
I think they were
Again,
our actual rivals because
They were.
They were.
We weren't in.
challenged.
We
Because
weren't
they
anything.
were worth the fight.
The only thing we could beat was Fairfield,
See, the
and
thing,
that's
I really-
James Buchanan every 3 years.
I have to
I don't
wonder
remember
though.
playing them.
Did at one point, like when they were all these schools were forming, did they just get together in like a huge conference? Like, all right, who's going to be rivals with who? It's like,
All right,
I don't
we
even-
hate you.
I don't
all right,
even-
all
You
right.
hate him.
Everybody knows that in nature, eagles really hate factory workers.
They do.
We're gonna.
I have no idea where the rival started, but in our school there was a teacher that hated Bermudians so much. I can't even begin to explain how much she hated it. But I remember one day she was a geometry teacher. We were in class, and someone in my class just happened to be talking about a friend they had at Bermudian, and she goes, "I don't know how you can talk to those people. I don't talk to anyone from there because they're terrible." Like,
There's something
what
wrong
the
with
fuck
you.
did they ever do to you?
We are almost literally the
'Cause
exact same
Biglerville,
type of
damn it.
people.
Because Biglerville, huh?
Yeah.
Our school borders on your school.
But then why don't we rival anyone else like Gettysburg or Fairfield or
Because they're
New
in a
Oxford?
different
They all,
conference and a different division and everything.
They're
Yeah.
better than us.
yeah.
Actually, Gettysburg has joined I believe it's the division that Biglerville plays in. So in like 4 years, Gettysburg
We're gonna
will-
get our ass kicked by them.
Yeah.
Too.
yeah, Gettysburg will
Because I don't think
again become an opponent for Biglerville.
I know they played Gettysburg when my mom went to school in the
Yeah.
70s, but I don't think it's been since then since we played them, has it?
Yeah,
We're not gonna beat them either.
I know, right?
I don't know.
That's because our players are like 3 feet tall and
Yeah.
stick figures.
Yeah, the varsity football team looks like the Pee Wee team.
They look so sad now. My mom's like, when I was in school, they were like 500 pounds. I picture sumo wrestlers out in the field.
Can we somehow?
The wide receivers are just rolling them across the.
That's
the
what
wide
I
stretch.
picture. That's what I picture being out in the field. Just
Can
these
we-
roly-polies.
Can we somehow forge documents to show that Rolls didn't actually graduate high school, and then we can just get him to play for Biglerville?
I
Yes.
didn't believe it in the first place.
He's only 18. He's 17, I swear. Okay.
He may have a beard out past his stomach, but that's all right.
Well, the coach is desperate at this point, and he wants
always
to.
a
I
good
can
sign.
imagine.
He wants to forge documents to get my brother and the guys he graduated with that played their senior year back on the team, because that was the best season we had in like
We
10
only
years.
lost
When did your
8
brother
games.
graduate again?
After him, so 2 years ago, or it's been a year.
12.
It's been a year.
2013.
Yeah.
Okay,
Been a year.
13. Yeah, I did.
No,
I heard they were really good.
We lost 3 games, and one of the 3 was
Well, you guys forgot where you were going and didn't show up.
one of the 3 was qualifying for states.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they did really good that year. I remember the year before, though, they won
So
one
what you're
game.
telling me is that you didn't qualify for states.
No.
I know.
No, that's obvious. But at least we got...
And my brother played every game, the entire game, on a broken knee.
Wow.
Really? Wow. Props to him.
Maybe if he hadn't, you would have qualified for states.
And the qualification was fucking Bermudian, and they cheated.
Bermudian
Yeah.
cheated? What? Schools cheat? No.
No.
Also,
No.
How did they cheated?
How did they cheated?
they paid the reps.
Okay.
Oh, really?
That's what
Wow,
we
that's
think.
dirty.
That's what we think.
You just
Probably.
like that because you lost.
Also,
Yeah, probably.
also, a couple of our guys were also just as broken as my brother was. So, there's also that. Shut up!
Yep.
I liked pep rallies better when the football players. This was back when,
Oh.
like, my 9th grade year.
It was the homecoming pep rallies that they did that.
yeah.
You said
When
I know, that's what we used to call them.
when the football team would dress in drag
Oh, it was fun.
and,
They all
and
had
be the cheerleaders.
they all
and
had
everything.
balloons underneath their
That was
tops.
fucking funny. That was like
See,
worth
I call
it.
those
And their
kind of
wigs
people
were on
gay
backwards
posers.
and
Well, they did like a 2-minute powder puff football game,
Yep.
and then they had the varsity football players as the cheerleaders in drag.
Yep. And then they would come out and play like
Because
the
for
dating
some
game.
reason,
And
They'd have to talk
they
about
do like
themselves.
actual.
That was
like-
always decently funny.
That
Yeah.
was. And then I think my graduating year was the last year they did it.
Why did they stop doing it?
Well, I think the
because
next year
drag.
Yeah, that's what I
because
figured.
no, I think the year after that, one of them went way above or something. They did something like really no, or I don't
think
know.
I think my school did the sort of same thing, where the football players all dressed in drag, and then the cheerleaders would like present them as if it were a fashion show.
That's kind of how it was. And then
One
once
of
they
them
would
wa-
come out, they would say, "This is Tiffany, and she likes long walks on the beach and stuff like that." And they're
Yeah,
all
we did
sitting
that
there,
too.
and their legs are like just
Yeah,
you
we
know
did
how a
that
guy
too.
sits their legs spread apart
You know,
and
an
stuff.
awful lot of people seem to like long walks on the beach.
Yeah, they do. Long walk off a short
We're
pier.
landlocked.
That'd be nice.
Yep.
We
Not
don't
enough
have-
people like that.
We don't
I know,
have
right?
that.
We have Lake Erie.
It's a long walk. It's a long walk on the beach because
It's
it takes
clean
forever
now,
to get there.
guys.
Yeah.
Aha. I like long walks in the forest.
That should be Lake
get-
Erie's
getting lost in
slogan.
the bushes.
Lake Erie, it's less gross now.
Yes, I think our closest beach is 4 hours away, no matter which way you go.
Whatever came of the situation in Ohio like a couple weeks ago, where the water was just death?
I never heard about that.
I didn't
Oh
know.
yeah, like some chemical went into the
Death.
yeah
Some
chemical?
some death chemical went into the.
yeah some like chemical
Other
went
death.
into the water, so it was like it was like the most shit scenario
Yeah.
ever. Because whatever the chemical was, it was strengthened by boiling.
Oh,
so
God.
you couldn't
Yeah.
boil your water, or you would probably
heard
die.
about
When did this
Yeah.
happen?
This was a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
What? Did you hear anything else about that?
No, that was all I heard.
It's probably
And then,
covered
like,
up.
And then like some of the other news just happened and just.
That's what I'm
it was
thinking.
forgotten.
Ferguson was more important than the fact
Breaking
that we're
news
poisoning
from
our people
somewhere
with
in
water.
Ohio. A vat of death. Death
Went into the water,
A
and now
vat
it's
of death.
now
A
it's
vat
death.
of death chemical has
Death
just
water.
been
And now we
just
just
been
have-
accidentally spilled into the water supply.
Now we have
Don't
li-
boil it, or you'll concentrate it even more.
Now we just have liquid death everywhere. Ohio,
funny,
the
really.
state of death. That's
Don't
their
drink.
news.
Don't swim. Don't even think about taking a shower.
Don't just don't water.
Speaking of,
Oh, taking a shower and that stuff would be the
You
worst.
just start melting.
Oh yeah.
Literally, your skin is just falling off of you.
You.
my
Karen, get the bucket.
hot water heater in my house broke.
Oh
That's
shit!
Um,
fun.
Awesome.
Cold showers.
Yeah, we had that a little while ago.
That's no fun. Earlier today, my stepdad
The ice shower challenge.
was like,
The ice
hey, do you
shower
want to learn
challenge.
how to replace a hot water heater? I'm like, sure.
Well, golly.
Golly gee.
Did you guys hear that one of the guys that started the ice bucket challenge drowned while diving?
So
They
Nerd.
found him like a week after it started. I think it was last
he
Saturday
drowned
or
in ice
something.
water.
Yeah.
He went diving and then he never surfaced and he drowned.
He was at a restaurant. Yes, I'd like an ice water, please. No!
Sweet irony.
All that money.
Jimmy! No!
And also, with this stupid challenge, Obama was challenged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He refused the ice bucket part and just made the minimum donation of $100, and now he's a terrible person. He could have gone above and beyond. No, he didn't have to.
He didn't have to.
He didn't have to give fucking money either. At least he gave money.
Yeah.
No, he's fucking terrible. This is fucked up. Why didn't he give money? He
Charles
should have.
Barkley was pissed.
He should have dunked like dunked like
He
500
should have
buckets
dunked
on
his
him.
head to find an apple.
I wonder if
should've-
Charlie said anything about this. Let me look.
He probably did.
He said one of the worst things that he's ever said recently.
It
While
never
you're-
gets
Everything
old,
comes out of
While
everything
you're
that comes out of
finding
his
that-
mouth is
Yeah.
terrible.
I had like a terrific start to my morning this morning. I walked out to the living room to my dad mopping the kitchen, and he's got like
You
seven.
mean your legs?
Yeah, he's got like seven different things going on. He has the TV turned up all the way, a fan drying off half of the kitchen as he's mopping the other half. The dishwasher's on, and he's just deaf to begin with. And I sit down, and the TV's on Doctor Who, and he's watching the marathon. And I'm just like, really, Dad? And he goes, what? It's not as good as the old stuff, but it's still okay. And if you watch it, you'd like it too. I'm like, I don't think I would. And something happened. This chick had to explain to this kid what the TARDIS was. And with that, the kid goes, what's this? And I go, it's a wibbly wobbly timey-wimey thing. My dad goes, so you are a fan? I'm like, no, Erica's just annoying. And with everything going on, I misunderstood him, and I thought he said, what's an Erica? I said, yeah, I guess you could say Erica's a what?
Yeah.
He goes, no, who is she? I'm like, well, she's Quaid's sister. Oh, okay, well, who's Quaid? I graduated with him. All right, so how does
When
that...
did you graduate?
Yeah, I was expecting that.
You went to school?
Yeah.
Who are you? You're not my son.
And he just keeps asking me these questions. So, like, she sounds like an ostrich just learned how to speak English. He goes, I don't understand how that's supposed to make any sense to me. I'm like, just picture the internet incarnate, and that's Erica.
What's the internet?
Okay.
That is
What are
accurate.
internet?
And I left it at that. So just the what's in Erica.
What's an Erica?
It
I like
it
I
brought a
want
smile
to get that
my
on a
face.
shirt now. Just what's an Erica?
soon to be available on the Groupcast store. Is
I don't know what that
Charlie's
was. Sorry.
profile picture?
Pedophile picture?
Oh,
It looked like an Arabic symbol.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
I think that every time, and I go, that is so unlike
Wait,
Charlie.
what
Yeah.
is it?
It's unbelievable.
I
I, don't
bet
know
if-
what it is. I've seen it
I
around
bet if
a
you
little
asked
bit.
him what it was, and if you were like, so is that an Arabic symbol or something, he'd just go off into a rant or something.
That would
Yes.
be awesome. All right.
Just
How
ask
dare
it.
you think I would
Just
post
ask it,
that?
Oh, it
feigning
is.
pure ignorance.
It's an Arabic symbol?
I can't read
Jihad.
upside down.
Okay, so basically, it's that symbol is a slur towards Christians and is used by ISIS to mark the homes of Christians to be slaughtered.
Oh,
okay.
Good for Charlie.
Yeah.
It's about time somebody slaughtered him.
Chicken slaughtered him.
Oh, it's slathered.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Slaughtered him like... I don't know. Anyway.
So were we going to talk about the details of your excursion last Saturday, or was that covered in full with everything on the last week's video?
What excursion?
Oh, when
His
we went
eating.
to the
The
thing.
challenge.
Yeah, I completely
Because
forgot. about
I never got to hear about it. I just saw the picture.
that. Yeah, well,
So if you want to talk details, I'd like to hear.
He didn't... Here, this is all we need
He
to
lost
say.
the end.
He lost
Well, yeah.
because it was gross.
It was gross.
those chili cheese fries were awesome.
You
They-
had to have them with the chili.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
was-
They weren't
fucking-
that bad.
They weren't that bad.
Oh, I don't like chili on my
No, I don't
fries.
either.
He's a little.
I like chili. And
If
I
they
like
were-
fries,
If
but
they
I
were
don't like.
cheese fries, I would have been in good shape.
Yeah.
I thought they were good.
Well, you weren't doing the challenge, were you?
No, because I couldn't.
How was the burger?
Burger was good. Mm-hmm. I liked the burger.
No, I didn't really see how much of it you actually ate. It almost looked like you didn't eat any of it.
I hardly did. Yeah. I had the grilled cheese on the top.
Lots of leftovers, right?
And then and you know what's really sad is that it still took me 2 times to finish the sandwich.
It was. I mean, what? That was. You can almost say it was a foot tall.
I couldn't eat.
It was probably over a foot tall.
I couldn't eat my leftovers all at once because I felt for my health.
Yeah.
You could feel his health.
They make a lot of big stuff there.
I knew as soon as I started the chili cheese fries, and I'm like,
you were fucked.
This is over.
They just sound terrible.
Mm-hmm.
There was more. I would say there was more chili than cheese or fries.
That was probably the killer.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. If it wasn't for that, I might have been alright.
Yeah, I might have been able to, if I were to do it just for fun.
It also depends on how the chili's made too.
I'd probably be able to finish the chili cheese fries, but
they were sloppy as shit.
Of course they are, yeah. And they probably got all mushy the more the stuff
shat on it. They sure did.
Sat on it.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like shat on top of it.
Shad.
Yeah, that didn't go as expected.
No. At least you tried it.
Yeah.
I found...
And then Casey paid $25 for it.
Yeah, that's fun.
Well, we were waiting for a table. I found a name tag for someone that works at Perkins.
That was the funniest part.
Yeah.
Well, what's
Perkins.
even better was that we got there and they said, well, it'll be like a 10 to 15 minute wait. And we're like, all right.
Thanks, Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
We did the ice bucket challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So
a guy's hand got wet.
Yeah, seriously.
But she said it'll be a 10 to 15 minute... I'm going to make her Kermit the Frog. It'll be a 10 to 15 minute wait.
10 to 15
she goes, we can make a reservation for you if you'd like to leave your name. And we said, all right. And we kind of huddled. We said, what do we want our name to be? And we said, reservation for 5 under Perkins.
And then I gave them my phone number so they can call me when
So you were for
We
Perkins.
went to sit right out across the street.
Yeah, right outside.
There were these benches under a tree or whatever.
Yeah.
And we sat there.
Under the tree.
Next to Abe Lincoln.
Yeah.
And the man in the disgusting
the guy
sweater.
wearing sweater.
We thought it was...
sweater.
Yeah, we thought it was...
he wasn't wearing the sweater. Too hot.
It looks real.
We thought it was Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
The sweater's not
Wes
real.
sat down
It looks
immediately.
real.
Oh,
The sweater looks real.
I thought the sweater was real, and it's just an old moldy sweater on a statue.
Wes sat down and immediately found this pin.
Yeah, and I was sitting next to the newspaper box things, and I just happened to look over, and I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, guys, look what I found! And I'm trying to hide it, so in the event that the person that left it there is still in the area,
Yeah.
because I want to keep it. I was like, guys, look at this! And Juan is all the way on the other side, and he goes, what's going on? Casey stands up and goes, hey, Wes found a pin from Perkins over there on the box! So I'm like, shh! Casey, shut the fuck up! Oh, I'm sorry. Sit down.
And I was like, is anybody looking
I'm picturing him with a
Hey,
megaphone
Wes,
telling
is
it.
anybody looking? Maybe somebody will find it.
Says with megaphone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should have had one.
I know, right?
And then
was quite
he was worried about where we parked. We parked down at the old Getty on 34.
Oh.
And we put an hour's worth of
You parked pretty...
Not that
too
far.
far.
No, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But we put an hour in the meter, and he's all concerned. Oh, I don't want to get a ticket. I'm something bad is going to happen. He got
right outside the square. They're notorious for just giving out tickets.
Oh,
all
of course
the
they
time.
are. Yeah.
He got
Gettysburg.
He got halfway from where we are to the crosswalk, and my phone rings, and I answer it. They're like, your table's ready. I'm like, all right, we'll be in a second. I hang up. Casey! Turn around, our table's ready!
I had just gone around the corner.
Yeah. He goes, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was certainly not 10 to 15 minutes.
Why are you making me out to be a dick?
I don't know.
Or Kermit the Frog.
Or Kermit the Frog.
You're
Kermit the Dick.
Kermit the Dick. Yeah.
But yeah, Kermit the Frog did the ice bucket challenge, and he's like, he recently found out that if frogs are exposed to cold water, they could enter a dormant state. So if I don't
Wake up.
wake up from this,
I just picture the ice falling. He just goes.
Or thing around his neck just melts
He fell off
off.
the
It's
log.
the glue.
Yeah.
He was sitting in a swamp.
Oh,
I
of course he
figured.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The arm was in a
He
swamp.
had his banjo.
Ting.
Yeah.
That's a banjo.
Yeah.
I love watching the
That's the
videos.
sound a banjo makes.
I love watching the messed up videos of the Ice Bucket Challenge because,
Like which ones?
like you know, like the real big tubs are like this big around. They stand like this high, and they got like rope handles.
Yeah.
A guy was standing up pretty high, like maybe like from where you're like 10 feet up maybe, and there was two girls down below, and it was a teenage girl and a real young girl, and they held hands and they stood there like, okay, we're ready for the cold water. The whole entire bucket falls on them, filled to the top with water.
Yeah, I saw
It
that.
falls on her head.
Ah.
Or another one, he went to, I guess it was this kid's dad, and he lifted the bucket up over his head to pour it on his son, slipped, and poured it all over himself. But a lot of them are the buckets falling on the other people's heads.
Of course.
One girl, she got hit just at the right angle on the side of her head. She went into the shrubs next to where they were, and just... They're more entertaining than...
Yeah.
They're just very entertaining.
Oh yeah.
So,
I keep going back through mine, and like I forget where it was, but at one point you just go woo, and you throw the bucket across my yard, and you just like start like running around my deck.
yeah. I was also hoping you wouldn't look up the whole time so I could just wait, and whenever you were like, well, aren't you going to do it? And then I dump it.
Yeah. That was
Oh,
was the weirdest sound I've ever
I didn't
been
watch
in.
your video. I haven't watched anyone's except just seeing the messed up ones. So
Oh, mine's okay, but the way I think my beard had something to do with it. Like
you got caught in your beard.
the water like didn't go over my face. Well, it went over my face. It didn't touch my face.
Oh.
So I was just like encapsulated.
Were you wearing a hat?
No,
Oh.
I wasn't. And it's just the rush of water going over me, but not really touching me.
Yeah.
It made me want to pee.
Well, it was water pouring over you. I
I
could
know.
see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And I had a 5-gallon bucket, and like a good probably third of it was full of ice, and then I filled it up with water, and all the ice immediately melted. So I had like
Of course.
little like thumb-sized ice cubes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck, man? And Casey's like, well, as long as it's
Thumb
cold.
cubes.
I'm like, okay, I guess that works. As long as
So
it's cold.
on the last week's episode, I mentioned about the one comedian starting the Ebola bucket challenge.
Yeah.
That's still going around.
Oh, I thought you were
Between
gonna.
Philly comics.
I thought
It's
you were
going
gonna.
around, if you know what I mean.
It is going
Yeah.
around. That's.
I thought you were going to inform us that he died of the Ebola virus.
No.
Yeah.
But
That's ironic.
it went over to Cricket Lee, who is the one guy who was.
Is that like Pete Lee?
No, this is the guy who was on that podcast arguing against Joke Thief, Mike Proto.
Yeah.
So he was nominated for the Ebola Bucket Challenge. So he said, well, it's hard to acquire a bucket of Ebola. So instead, I'm going to watch a whole Mike Proto set. And he gets in like 20 seconds and he's like, no, I can't do it. Sorry, guys, I just can't do it.
They should have made Mike, what's his face? What's his name?
Proto.
Mike Proto do the Ebola bucket
I
challenge.
know, right?
should've.
Yeah.
That would have taken care of two things. It
They
would've
should have
been
made
funny.
him. Instead of
For
just
once.
pouring it over his head,
Oh,
they
yeah.
should. You got to drink the entire bucket of
How about
Ebola.
liquid nitrogen bucket challenge? Let's do that.
I'd
They'd
like
be
that.
like, nitrogen's in the air, I can drink that.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, it's a pretty good video actually. And then some guy did it where he's like, "Oh, you can't get a bucket of Ebola," so he just walked down Philly and told people to slap him. It's pretty awesome. It's a really well done video.
Nice.
And another guy just
I'll
photoshopped
link
a
it.
bucket dumping on him and all this white like
Anthrax?
little spheres that are like 50% opacity. They just dump over him and he's going, ah.
I like the anthrax bucket challenge.
I'll put that in the link.
Yeah, oh,
Links.
it's a good video. It's
Yeah.
Links.
The links.
Links.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Hey, listen.
No. Okay. I'm just gonna call it the links as in LYNX because that sounds pretty original.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it.
I know we're notorious for copying Rooster Teeth all the time, so
Are we?
I want to try to not be like them.
Yes. I had a Charlie moment earlier this week.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, you wanted to.
Um,
Hey, you wanted to?
Update on my unemployment. I'm still unemployed.
No.
I got a call Monday
And
night.
Robin Williams is still dead.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I like how he said all of that at the exact same time.
Oh, yeah.
I got a call from my business agent on Monday night. He's the guy that finds me a new job when I lose my job.
Yes.
And he calls me at 5:30. He says, "Hey, so what's going on, man?" I go, "Nothing. Why? What's up, man?" He goes, "You coming to orientation tonight?" I'm like, "Orientation for what?" He goes, "School. It starts on next Monday." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know about it." And he bitches at me because I didn't get a text message and an email. And I just asked, "So when's orientation? Is it at 6?" He goes, "No, it was half an hour ago. It started half an hour ago."
How are you coming?
And I'm like, "Well, thanks for telling me now."
Yeah, you gonna be here half an hour ago?
And then he says, "So I guess you're not coming to orientation then." I'm like, "Well, it doesn't look like it." And I heard you got laid off from Harrisburg. I'm like, "Yeah, I was going to call you tomorrow and talk to you about it." He goes, "Well, I'm on the phone now. You want to talk about it now?" Sure, that makes sense. So we talk. Turns out Harrisburg Glass doesn't want me back ever again, and it's Todd's fault.
Really?
Yeah, because Todd, we're pretty sure it's Todd because no one else I have directly worked with for as long as I have with Todd would actually talk to the owner of Harrisburg Glass. But the owner has gotten reports from some guys that
Quote unquote.
that
Every single word.
Raptor claws.
Yes.
that's what the voice is for. That apparently one day I go in and I learn how to do something and I do it, and the next day I come back and do the same exact thing that I did the day before, and I have no idea how to do it, and I have to be retaught all over again.
You have to be retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sounds retarded.
and
I know.
now you're getting it.
Ah.
And my business agent says, "Well, I'm not sure if that's true or not. I feel like it's not."
You're like, damn right it's not.
And yeah. Unfortunately, he doesn't want you back. I'm like, okay,
Well, fuck them anyway.
I was gonna hold out till they called me back. Well, if that's not the case, he goes, "How you feel about the other place?" I'm like, "Well, didn't they just lay off 10 guys?" He goes, "They laid off 15." I'm like, "Well, it doesn't look like I'm going there anytime soon." He says, "Well, he's gonna get work back. He just doesn't know when. He also doesn't know if he wants another apprentice or not." I'm like, "Then why is this a conversation?"
Yeah.
He doesn't know when anything's gonna happen and if he wants me. So it's either I just rely on unemployment for the rest of my life, or I go somewhere that probably doesn't want me, and I'll
Don't you
still be
only
on
get it for like a year?
I get 33 weeks because that's how much I have. I have enough saved up in that.
Gotcha.
work for.
In the unemployment bank.
Yeah. It's 9. The maximum is 99 weeks, so it's like a little more than 2 years, or not quite 2 years.
Yeah.
So he's like, "So what do you want to do?" I said, "Well, there's really nothing I can do, so I guess this is where we part ways." He goes, "All right, well, if you decide to do if you decide to do that, just remember, if you stop paying your union dues, once you're out, you're out." I'm like, "All right, that's fine." I hang up the phone and go, "Fucking unions! God damn it!"
And he's still on the phone. And you're
No.
like, shit.
But yeah. And after that, on Tuesday, I find out that I finally get a hold of the unemployment office. My claim has been filed through and everything, and Wednesday and Thursday I get all of my shit. I get all the unemployment packet information. I get my debit card that the state sends me.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and instead of sending you an actual check like they used to, you have a choice of either direct depositing in your bank account, which
That's so much
set up.
easier.
That's what I get.
Yeah.
Or they send you a debit card,
Yep.
and you can use them at select banks.
Select banks, probably
their
ones
ATM.
that are like 8 hours from here.
Yeah.
No, actually, there's a good number of them that are around.
That's good, like PNC or whatever.
No, Susquehanna and Sovereign, or now Santander.
Oh, those are at least in Hanover, right? I don't think there's one in Gettysburg.
There's
is there?
a Susquehanna and Gettysburg.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to talk about my new favorite
Nope.
form of art. Shut up, Erica. And that is, it's just a terrible thing, but I love it.
Okay.
It's people get challenged to recreate the covers of video games by only using images of clip art and Comic Sans.
Oh.
So here,
I
I'll
think
let you
I've
look
seen
at some of
this.
these.
I can't.
It's like The one for Bioshock here is just a girl holding a needle, and then there's a diving suit, or a robot with a diving suit on it, holding with a drill for an arm and a fist for another arm.
Let me see.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something.
So what else?
I love that.
The one for
Put it
Super
in the
Mario
notes.
Galaxy. I will. Super Mario Galaxy 2. It's a green dinosaur, a guy with a bow tie and a mustache. There's like a star.
I like Dragon Age. Because the
That's a very good
dragon
one.
kind of looks like a really cartoony Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
Doom is a guy in a suit wearing a racing helmet, standing on top of a pile of zombies and guys in devil costumes.
Woo! I like that. He's a happy little
These are-
Lucifer, isn't he?
What else?
Yes, these are quite interesting.
Oh, they're so terrible, but I love it. Star Fox Adventures is the same picture of like a really stoned out, happy looking dinosaur, and this is like
That's the turtle
cartoon fox and Triceratops. The guy from the some sort of cereal, the frog from the cereal.
Cereal frog.
Cereal frog, a guy in a bunny costume.
Those are pretty funny.
They're
Wow. This is.
Some of them are really done. There's a
Oh,
Grand
it's Smacky the Frog.
Yeah, that's that one. There's
Sugar Smacks.
yeah, that one. there's one of Space Jam.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh my God, Yoshi's
one-
Island.
The one for Space Jam.
I need to come over here to see
The one for Space Jam is a fist.
oh my god.
The one for the Tasmanian Devil is a chocolate bar with hands. I love it.
That's
Dude, look at
great.
Yoshi's Island here.
Half-Life, I like that.
Oh my god.
They're so great. I love it.
Your link for this is just going to be like.
It's just gonna be the Google
This is
search.
amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of them.
Oh my God, Assassin's Creed.
The one for
Not loading well.
Grand Theft Auto is really well done. If I find that one.
Maybe that's why.
Is that Eminem?
I think.
Yes, I think so.
It might be. It's not loading very well.
Some of them are great.
Oh man.
This is
The
The
pretty,
one,
uh,
the one for Amnesia: The Dark Descent is like a fat guy holding a lantern, and there's a rubber duck behind him.
And the guy's eyes are so small you
Oh,
can't
wow.
even see him. He has like no eyes.
Yep, these are some.
Yeah,
Pokemon Blue.
the one for Mass Effect 3 is Terry Crews holding a gun.
It's great.
So yeah, definitely
I like
look
it.
at those.
Far Cry.
Links in the sidebar.
Dude, look at Far Cry.
Yeah.
Far Cry's hilarious. Oh, I love it.
Zelda Wind Waker. It's a boat with a lion head.
Yep.
A boat with a lion.
Everybody be sure to look this up because it
Yep.
is totally,
It's totally worth it.
totally worth it.
Resident Evil 6. It's just
Yep. I
a
just saw
6
that.
made out of a giraffe and
And
Some lady.
some lady looking down.
Yeah. People always said that the 6 in
That
Resident
doesn't
Evil...
look so good.
People in, always said that the box art to Resident Evil 6 looked like somebody giving a giraffe a blowjob.
That's what I just said.
exactly
It
what's
doesn't
going
look.
on
It
here.
doesn't look good.
Yeah, exactly. So if we want to take it back for just a second to
Yeah.
Robin Williams being dead,
Yeah,
He's dead.
yeah,
Wow, who would have guessed?
there are two ways that he is being immortalized in video games. Do we know what they are?
Oh, I heard about
Oh yeah,
this, too.
Zelda. He's gonna
And?
be in.
I didn't hear-
Minecraft.
No.
I need to hear about both of these.
Don't.
Come on,
give
Erica.
Me, give me a hint, because
Come on, use your.
Give
World
me,
of Warcraft.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
oh, I said Minecraft.
Yeah, you were there.
I knew it was
didn't
some
hear
with
about
a
the
craft.
Zelda
Well, it's not. Nintendo released a statement that was decently cryptical about it, but I guess they would have to be because they don't want to give anything out about what's
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah.
But they said, yeah, we're going to keep that in mind with the next game that's coming out.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah, he's going to be in there somewhere for sure.
I
looking
did
for-
know about
he
that.
named his daughter after the fucking game. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
That's one of the best commercials
His daughter's
ever.
name is Warcraft.
That's one of the best
Because
commercials.
that was out
Warcraft
25 years
Williams.
ago. Warcraft Williams. I like that. I really like that.
Topical jokes.
Oh, yeah.
What's your name? Williams. Warcraft. Warcraft Williams.
It's like,
Can that be?
it's like Blue Ivy.
Can that be Wes Williams' middle name?
That's what I wanted
Wes
to be. Warcraft Williams.
Yeah.
It's like all the names in Marvel.
I'm gonna message him and say we've now decided your new name is Minecraft. Damn it.
West Minecraft Williams.
He comes in and he's just
I
blocks
don't
put
get
together.
it. Yeah, we don't either.
I like Marvel and everything, but they need to calm down with all the alliteration names.
Yeah.
Like,
J. Jonah Jameson
oh,
Jr.
Yeah.
oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Markiplier's doing a live stream right now.
Hey, good for him.
Charity live stream. He's giving away 5 iPads.
Good
To
for him.
ALS.
Woohoo!
And he's gonna dump them on his head. Oh, dude, the video where he did the ice water challenge, not the ice bucket challenge,
The
but
ice
the
wa-
ice water
in the-
challenge,
yeah.
where he played Surgeon Simulator on the iPad while slowly dipping his way into a tub full of ice water.
Yep.
Hilarious.
I have to watch
It
that
is.
sometime.
Not
Did you-
hilarious.
Okay,
Hilarious.
so there's this
Hilarious.
musician out there named Blue Stolly, and he does like electronica music.
Yeah.
All of the videos he makes on YouTube and stuff are just hilarious. He did a similar thing. He just had this huge explanation beforehand where he's talking about how he doesn't like how the ice bucket challenge is just kind of raising awareness and nobody's actually donating. He's like, so I'm gonna give it a different twist on things. He has a bucket and he's like, all right, here we go. Here we go. He dumps it on his head and it's just a bunch of baseball cards with Lou Gehrig on them.
I like it.
See, that makes more sense. You're not wasting baseball cards that way.
I heard about a band yesterday called, I think it's called Austrian Death Machine.
Yes.
Yes.
And the only music that they do is written off of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies.
Yep. Yep.
I've never heard about this.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
Yes.
I mentioned them a while ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember from the West Virginia special? Hey, everybody, throw up your hands! That's the intro to one of
I
that's
thought
the
you
intro to
sped
one of
that
their
up.
songs. No, that's the intro to one of
No,
their songs.
that is real.
Roller coasters.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about what happened yesterday with us.
Oh,
Because
God.
there was just a pile of stuff.
It was.
Yeah. Wes invited me to his house to help him do the ice bucket challenge.
Yes.
And then we went to Perkins.
Yes.
Because I really wanted to go to Perkins after we talked
got
Well, we
Girl
do talk
Boss.
about. They should do the Perkins
it
pancake
was
challenge.
good, and I liked it.
Yeah.
Just see how many pancakes you can
And
eat
then
every
Stacy-
time it
and
like
then-
goes
Oh,
up.
God.
Well, yeah.
Like, right as we sat down, I went, I'm home. But yeah.
The thing that caught my attention the first time we walked in there, because I believe that's the first time I've actually eaten in the Gettysburg Perkins.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They had a display of sugar-free maple syrup.
yep.
But the little sign that they had on display was Diet Maple Syrup. I'm just like,
Is
Diet
that
Maple
possible?
Syrup.
The Perkins guy walks and he goes, and just knocks them all off the shelf. Nobody should eat.
We also saw.
Nobody
Sweet
eats this
across.
diet.
Not even real.
This is pretend syrup.
They also had an ad for cake pie.
Yeah.
Yes, the lemon cake pie.
I'm
yes.
sorry. What?
It looks like a pie, but it's cake.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
thank
it's
you.
cake on the
And then
inside.
what was
Well,
the
it could
thing?
be a cake that's made of
basically-
pie,
It's basically pie with cake filling.
and then it has like it's only
I
lemon,
don't
so it has
know.
like a strip of lemon in the
Yeah.
middle. So it's like 2 layers of cake in the shape of a pie with like 500 pounds of meringue on it.
There was an apple something
Right.
pikin, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is a pikin? It looks like a bigger version of McDonald's apple pie. honestly.
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
That's what a pikin is.
As we went in and paid and everything, and we were waiting for Stacy in the bathroom. You should tell us what happened.
God, don't! I don't want to hear this story
No,
again.
yes, you do, because
It's disturbing, and I don't want. No,
It's so funny.
Well,
Yes.
yeah.
no,
I
God,
need to know.
no!
I need to know.
Alright.
Alright.
I ate a lot of the Perkins food because it was delicious, but it
Because you
went...
were at Perkins.
Exactly.
Was
but
it only breakfast? Because
It's a
anything
good
else there
reason.
just tastes like they threw it up and said,
Well,
food.
it was breakfast.
Oh, Perkins.
Anyway.
It went straight through me, so
then
I was
back up
like,
again.
No. It just went straight through me, so like, shit, I gotta shit.
Shit.
Exactly. And then I went in there and I let everything out, and it's
I
like nasty.
Hope so.
And then this old lady came in, she's like, oh my god, it smells so bad in here. And then she went into the stall next to me and proceeded to let out a shit river.
Shit river.
And I'm like, oh my god, lady, do you not smell your own stuff? It is awful.
Oh my god.
Mine
it's so
smells like
funny.
lilac air freshener.
I'd like to know someone who shits like that.
It was funny because from my side of the perspective, it's just this woman, this really like hunched over old woman, just like waddles into the.
I just picture waddling. What was that noise she makes again? I would like to hear someone
It's
make
like that
noise
seagull
too.
that steals the chips.
Yep.
This is the noise that seagull makes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just walks in there, and I'm like, Stacy's really taking a long time in there, and then I see the woman walk back out, and I'm like,
Oh my god, Stacy aged.
She ate Stacy.
I should have
Has
on one
Perkins
sitting.
not been enough for you?
so I imagine like in the time that it took Stacy to be in there, it was just woman walks in, and then walks back out.
She let out a waterfall.
It's the Niagara Falls of shit.
Exactly.
Niagara shits.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, I really need to hurry up. She is just nasty. Like whatever
Shit's just nasty.
That's
whatever
hilarious.
she ate, it was just
Shit.
It's probably Perkins.
Probably.
I guess
Yeah.
She died on the inside a little bit.
Yeah. I think her intestines fell and everything. 'Cause-
Ugh.
All of her intestines, not just
Then-
the one. All of them.
Then we went back to my house and played Minecraft for like 6 hours.
Nice. I did a little Minecrafting yesterday myself.
I screamed a lot.
Yeah, you did.
You
Did
ice
ya?
cream.
I didn't realize that Joey was home, and then he comes down and goes, "Oh, Joey!" He goes, "Oh, Wes!"
The Minecrafting that I did yesterday, I'm getting involved with this project with my friend Matt, who has
Yeah.
not been on the podcast, although he was almost on the Guardians of the Galaxy episode.
He should be.
Yeah, he should be, because he's really fucking funny. He's actually starting to do Let's Plays with a friend of his
That's cool.
at work, and so far they've played Octodad. And I'd like to watch that, because I haven't gotten around to it yet, but it's apparently going to be pretty funny.
Ooh.
But he and this guy are also working on a machinima series in Minecraft, where
Interesting.
it's a mashup between Transformers 5 and Bad Boys 2. I don't know what to make of it yet, to be honest with you.
Did
but
you see it, or you just that's all you know?
that's really all I know. They've written out most of episode 1, but they forgot to bring the script with them.
If it ever comes
when I
out,
was with 'em.
if it ever comes out proper, I'll link it in the links.
Yeah, it's going to be a while yet. But what we were doing in Minecraft was building like the sets.
That's cool.
Yeah, we built downtown Miami, and in the background, we picked any
The moon.
famous building we could think of. Like the Eiffel Tower's back there, and the Sears Tower.
I think that's, as far as famous buildings go, that's always the one people think of first, don't you think?
It was actually the last one that we
Really?
put
That's what
together.
I thought of first just now.
Yeah.
You said famous buildings.
Yeah,
I
but
was
no, that
like,
was the last one we came up with.
yeah, when you said famous buildings, my first thought went to the two towers. Like the 9/11 towers.
The two towers.
The two towers.
You know, Lord of the Rings.
Exactly.
You can have my axe.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it was one tower, wasn't it?
No.
Okay.
It is the
No,
two
there were
towers.
two of 'em.
It's the two towers.
I can't count. That's why I'm on
Are you
Groupcast.
even real?
No.
Well,
She's only pretend Stacy. We left real Stacy in my driveway.
there was so much descent into madness
Yeah,
yesterday.
there was. Stacy
That-
got super drunk off of nothing.
By the end of the night,
chocolate mork.
by
No,
the end
it
of
was
the
actually
night,
nothing. I wasn't
she
drinking
claimed that Chinese people are only squinty-eyed because their eyes are so small.
Christ.
And they're
Christ spoon.
Good one, Charlie.
Yes.
But I'm slightly Asian. I have squinty eyes too.
Is that all it takes to be in the club?
Yep.
Is that
Yep.
Yeah. And
Welcome to Racist Cast.
and we came up with
And
something.
we don't even have
Oh,
what's his
it
face
was
here.
something like, "Don't
Racist
screw
face?
with me,
I
I'm your
said,
mother."
what's his face? But racist
Oh, I
face
thought you
will
said
work.
racist face.
No.
We came
Like
up
he's a
with
supervillain.
we came up with something.
Look
that-
out, it's racist face!
He just yells racial
Yeah, we
slurs.
came up with something that I think would make an excellent short.
It's,
Oh, okay.
It's reverse Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Reverse Jesus.
And instead
Where
of
he just makes lepers.
Yes.
instead of walking on water, he walks into it.
He walks
He turns
underneath
wine
it.
into water. He gives
He
people
sounds
disease.
like an asshole.
He
He
gives
does
people
sound like an
disease.
asshole.
I just had this one.
Yes, he
scene
gives
in
the
my
diseases.
head where it's like there's 500 people following him around, like we're hungry, Jesus. He's like, all right, come over to my house, I'll get you some bread or something. They walk into his house. He's like rummaging through the cabinets. He's like, "Well, I got like these 2 fish. I got some loaves of bread. I mean, you could split amongst yourselves." Yeah, I'm kind of unemployed at the moment. Apparently, Son of God doesn't work on applications.
And then that made me think into a separate thing where like who is it? Comedy Central has Drunk History.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where we could do like how the Bible really happened and this.
How it really happened.
Yeah,
Let's offend everyone.
because it's just a story written by someone else. How it really happened was the feeding of the 5,000 instead of the 2 fish and 5 loaves. It was, I have a half-eaten box of cereal. Let's hope for the best.
I got
Just a box of Cheerios.
I got
Yeah.
some Cheez-Its. You guys like Cheez-Its?
Everybody gets one.
Got some Necco wafers.
Everybody likes those, right?
Yeah, they look and taste like chalk.
Yeah. But
I think you can actually
Cheez-Its.
draw with
I don't understand why they're actually a
Cheez-Its.
thing.
Jesus crust.
Cheeseless crust.
You guys
Jesus
ever seen
Christ
that YouTube
spoon.
video from like a number of fucking years ago?
Yes.
It was David Blaine's Street Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember seeing that. You posted
Yep.
that
It's on TV like once every
No.
4 years.
This is a parody version.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking funny.
awesome.
I'm
I
pretty
love
sure I
them.
saw it at one point.
I love them.
He just every time he just gazes into the camera. Whoa.
It was one of those things that got really funny for like 4 or 5. Actually, you know what? No. It was funny for 3 episodes, and then it was just done.
Yeah.
Everything beyond that is garbage. Just
Like the
absolute
Bill Cosby
garbage.
parody that was online.
Yes, the House of Cosby's.
Yes.
That was funny. I think. What did I say? 2 episodes.
Yeah,
and
the
then
first one
it
and the
was
second
just-
one's just,
Then it was just nothing.
I can't think of anything like that I've seen.
It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
I would
House
also
of Cosby's was funny. It was about a guy who loved Bill Cosby so much he made a cloning machine and had it do nothing but clone Bill Cosby's. But the more that it cloned, the more fucked up they all got. So they just got worse and worse, and were like terrible clones as it went on. It was very interesting.
speaking of things that is funny at first and just terrible after like the 3rd time, I would like to say
Perkins.
Porkins.
that
Porkins.
Porkins.
my King of the Hill obsession
Yes.
has finally
No.
gotten me somewhere.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's finally over. I'm like, oh no.
My grandma wanted me to take her to the grocery store on Tuesday, so I did.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
Groceries.
she buys 10 pounds of hamburger at a time because it's cheaper and she uses that much in a week.
Christ.
As I was getting it from the
Freaking
meat
old
guy,
people, I know, right?
as I was getting it from the meat guy, who looked like
meat guy.
a taller, fatter version of Joseph.
Who are you? I'm the meat guy.
Yeah.
Joseph.
As he was scooping it out of
Jesus
the,
is dead.
as he was scooping it out of the display case, we hear in the back of the deli section, "Whoa, oh!" And I just go, "Oh my god, is this it? Is this it?" And then some guy like walks behind me and goes, "Propane and propane accessories." And this guy is just like, he's laughing and still trying to be professional with me.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And I go, "Just let it out, boy. You deserve it." He goes, "Propane." I'm like, "That's it. Let it out more." And then he actually does the best, well, really the only Bobby impression that I've ever heard that's not the professional voice actress.
Oh, yeah?
And he just goes, "Dad, I think King of the Hill is the best cartoon on TV." I go, "Bobby, if you weren't my son, I'd give you a hug, I'll tell you what." And then this guy comes from like the opposite end, and he starts doing Dale voices. I'm like, I go, "God damn it, Dale! I swear to God, I'll kick your ass, I'll tell you what." He goes, "Okay," and he turns around and walks away. So I got to carry on with these guys
Sounds
for
like
like,
you have new best friends.
yeah, I got to carry on with these guys for 10 minutes. Like he
front of your grandma.
had already given me the sack of meat, and I'm holding.
Sack
I'm
of
standing
meat.
there holding it.
Sack of meat.
I'm just standing there holding it, like propane. So it was great. I enjoyed myself
It sounds like you did.
Yeah.
Why do
Yeah.
these things keep happening to you?
because I'm
it's
amazing.
Wes.
Yeah, that's true.
Why?
He's amazing, Wes.
Are you jealous that they're not happening to you?
Can't.
Maybe
I
if
don't
you
know
were
how
more
it
into
happens.
propane, maybe
Yeah.
these kind of things would happen.
Yeah.
You and your fucking wood.
King of the Hill is the best cartoon on the television.
Yeah.
And Propane's the king.
The television.
Yeah,
Propane's the way.
yeah.
It's like those real
It's slowly turning into Perry.
like that really creepy meme where for some reason everybody just starts worshiping Shrek.
That's weird.
I'm sorry, what?
So I don't know. I guess it started on 4chan, like most things.
Like
do.
most horrible
Jesus.
things.
It was just those green text things.
Yeah.
Uh,
They have no point. I don't like them.
their entire point is to just have a plot twist at the end of a really weird story. This one in
Yeah.
particular.
So
Was
it's an M. Night Shyamalan
Yeah.
script.
Except
Yeah.
better.
Oh, okay.
Sort of, yeah. It's just like it's the green text where there's a guy who's like getting beat up by his dad and like nobody likes him. Then he's in bed and Shrek climbs through the window and they start having sex.
Wow.
And the last line is just Shrek is love, Shrek is life. And then that, for whatever reason,
I've seen that around.
that
Yeah.
just took off.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that everybody thinks that's hilarious. But no, it's creepy.
Yeah, that is
You concern me
it's
now.
quite creepy.
'Cause
I
we-
How does
have-
that concern you? Do you think that I'm the one who thought of that?
No, just that you find these things.
That
and
oh
you
yeah,
read
that you stumble upon
Yeah.
these things.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
As a man of the internet, yeah, you run into weird
man of
things.
the
Last
internet.
last night he's sitting
I am
across the
internet
room on the other
man.
couch, and all of a sudden he goes, "Oh God, Jesus Christ, what the hell?" I go, "Casey, are you on Reddit again?" He goes, "No, maybe."
No.
Damn it, Casey.
It was improv, by the way.
Speaking of fan fiction,
Why do you blame me for everything? You're
I-
tearing this family apart!
good.
No!
good. This family sucks.
My cousin left for college on Thursday, this past Thursday, and she's going to college in Tennessee.
Okay.
And my aunt and uncle are weird people.
No.
And they're
You're
like so
weird
they're
fellow?
trying to give her advice on how to deal with a weird roommate.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could go
You don't.
How would you deal with us?
and I'm like, you could go the way that Casey did. And they're like, how did Casey go about doing it? And I told them about your
Let
fan
me tell
fiction.
you.
I didn't go into detail about it, but I told them that you wrote a fan fiction
I'm
of
upset
how.
nothing
you're-
came of that.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, which
All
is
that
why I will
labor and
never do.
anticipation.
Yeah,
for
which
nothing.
was why I will never do that again.
And they were all just like, well, that's something. And I'm like, yeah, it was something. Like it spread around the comedy scene for a while. And one of our comic friends just sat there and he laughed. He goes, ha, that's pretty funny. But seriously, man, let me tell you, it's all fun and games until you wake up one morning, you got a dick in your mouth. And my uncle goes, well,
This is Pastor Uncle. Right?
yeah.
He looks
You
like-
have an uncle who's
he-
a pastor?
The one who looks like.
Where
the
have
little
you been?
mustache.
I
Pastor
just
what?
don't remember you talking about it.
See, I've animated two different types
Yeah.
of Wes's uncle.
Two
One-
different types of uncle.
Yeah. One of them is.
My trucker uncle looks more detailed than anyone else.
No.
You mean your trunkle?
Ah!
There you go.
But he just goes, well, I am embarrassed. And I'm like, I don't know why you are. I said it, and I'm okay with it myself.
Yeah. See, why are you angry at me when you're the one who said it?
Yep.
That's every argument we've ever been in. You're tearing this family apart.
It's like we're married.
Yeah.
Well,
Married with Groupcast.
Oh yeah,
Nah.
Casely.
Starring
Casely?
Al Bundy.
Yeah.
Casely.
That's
What?
why.
Peatley.
of all the things you would have remembered last night,
Casey.
you remember that?
You called him Casely last night?
Yeah, I said it's like Wes, Casey. If you two became gay and you started dating, your names could be Casely. You know, Casey
That's funny.
and Wes.
I don't
Casely.
like
I
where
do
this
like
is
Casely.
going. I don't like.
I
where
don't think
this
she likes you anymore.
Oops.
It's okay. I'm moving away.
Whoops.
It's fine.
Oh.
That was like baritone Link.
I like the sound of that.
Nope.
So I heard this funny story the other day.
Did you?
No.
You guys know about that show Dating Naked?
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
What?
it's on
This is-
MTV, isn't it?
It
Okay,
has to
tell
be
me-
something only that stupid.
Yeah.
All right, enlighten
be.
us.
On something
Alright,
that's
so-
stupid.
So this is the show.
Of stupid.
It was hosted by Bill Cosby.
Correct. Well,
Yeah.
what was doing you?
No
What
coke.
was drinking?
The blue coke.
Coke?
The blue coke. Gonna be around
It's-
forever.
Okay, so this is a television show in which they dump a dude and a chick
Out of a
naked
bucket on top of
into the
It's called the Naked Bucket Challenge.
yeah, it's
Oh,
terrible. Into the wilderness naked, and that's where they're dating.
So it's
Yeah.
And
so
the film
it's
crew is going with them.
Yep.
naked and afraid. Only there's a chance of a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
It's fucking stupid.
Okay.
It really is.
Well, they're actually being sued by one of the contestants because in one scene they forgot to blur her vag.
How do you forget that?
I was gonna say, how does that make it past editing?
Yeah, that guy had one job, and it's to blur vages.
And that badge was there.
Christ,
That was-
Tyra,
that was
get
all
it together.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
Oh, Christ.
That's just awful.
But actually, I feel bad. I feel bad for the guy who edits that, though. That has to be one of the worst editing jobs.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
He's got to look at
Yeah,
dicks all day.
sometimes
Yeah,
people who don't shave.
right.
I don't understand
Well, he's
how
got to
you.
be blurring dicks, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't understand
Yeah.
how could she get how she
Again,
can get upset
never
at it.
shaving.
That guy's job is to look at dicks and vages.
And say, whoop, there's one.
And
Got
make
him.
it so that
Whoop,
nobody
there
else
it is.
sees them.
Yeah, whoop, there it is. Brr.
And chitties.
Get the black boxes. I need more
yes.
black boxes.
I don't understand how she could be upset when she willingly went on a show.
That's the other
that she's
point.
naked.
Called naked
Yeah.
dating.
Yeah.
Exhibit A.
Naked dating.
Now, that it's understandable or it's reasonable that because it's naked on national television that they have to do the job of censoring, but
Right.
still, he's got to jack off at some point.
I
Same
feel
pot.
like they should rename that show to Naked and Complacent.
Yeah, they're never that afraid, are they?
Yeah. Because, the first
Naked
thing...
and mildly annoyed.
The first thing they're going to do is, well, we're naked in a forest. What the fuck? That's just how it goes.
I feel like at some point there is the whole camera guys just go away over there.
They got to
Go.
film it all.
Yeah.
We're gonna film all this shit.
It's going to be like, eventually, since we still have the congregation of angry mothers who are just like, we still need censorship on TV.
You mean Coam,
Kyle's
the
mom.
congregation of angry mothers?
Yes.
Kyle's mom.
That should be my bumper sticker. I had a
Kyle's
joke.
mom?
I had a joke
Kyle's
once
mom.
in which I tried
What?
to think
What?
of a bumper sticker that is nothing like my personality or the
Right.
car I drive. I think that's it right there.
Well, people don't know what your personality is with you just
Yeah, that's
driving
what I'm
the
saying.
car,
It's
though.
just the car usually defines the kind of person you are with your bumper stickers.
Now, you have a Saab, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's what you drive? It should be my other car is a Saab.
But see, that's totally predictable.
No, it's not.
It might be.
My other car is dead, Jim.
I mean, like, some of the, like, you see those minivans that have all the, like, stick figure kids on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
That's
annoying
totally-
cars. Yeah.
That's totally predictable.
Have you ever seen a car with just one stick figure on it?
It's just me.
So
Have you seen
low.
them where it looks like they were clearly peeled off? Like, oop, lost a
Oh,
child.
Yeah.
I saw
Lost a
one.
goldfish.
I saw one a couple weeks ago that I wasn't sure if it was a single dad or like what it was.
Okay.
But there was 4 babies, a cat, a dog, and a dog,
lamp.
a like teenage boy, 2 teenage girls, and an adult man, and there was like an in between adult and teenager girl.
He's a midget.
And I don't know if it's like a single dad or like he married one of his daughters or what. But like I kind of got concerned. Now I just wanted to like pull up beside him. Like I did pull up beside him. I just kept looking at him, and I just want to like start throwing shit at his window and be like, "Hey,
Is your family weird?
What even is your family?
did you marry your daughter?"
Well, you know what they say, incest is wincest.
Yep.
No.
Did anybody say that?
No, I've never heard it before, but
feel like
I
that's
guess
a
it's a
valid
thing.
God.
Like I said before, I used to go on 4chan a lot, and that's where that came from.
I think you need to stop.
I stopped a long time ago. These are just
You
things
need to
that
stop
You
even
didn't
harder.
stop soon enough.
These are things that are ingrained in my mind
Yeah.
that you can't get away from.
Nope.
Yeah.
That
Nope.
I've also wanted to mention this at some point.
Okay.
That I forget where I heard it, but I believe it was a joke. That eventually time travel is possible, but a side effect of time travel is loss of memory, and you don't remember that you time traveled. So that makes me think of Heath and how you are future Heath,
No.
and how
no,
every
No.
I don't know if we talked about this, but you confronted him at one point and said and outright told him, so we all think that you're future me. How does that make you feel? And he went around the subject completely. he just goes, he essentially he told you to not do drugs and live your life like you're going to die tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he said nothing about him being future Casey or anything.
So
And
here's the thing. The fact that you say that now, that means I'm never, ever going to do drugs, ever.
Yeah.
what if you do?
We don't want to be him.
I'll
I'm
kill
not.
him.
Yeah, I'm not.
But
Kill him dead.
but you'll divorce him, and then he'll fall through a roof and lose all of his teeth.
And his insurance, and
See,
his wife will leave him.
I'm going to not do drugs purely to shut you guys up.
Okay,
Okay.
that's a
Don't-
good reason to
don't
not
do
do
drugs.
drugs.
Yeah.
That's the
Don't-
best reason to
I'm
not
just
do
doing it out of
them ever.
spite,
There you go.
motherfucker.
Ah!
That's why I eat pickles to spite you and your epic pickle. I don't like pickles, but I eat them anyway.
I fucking love pickles. I'm
Pickles
glad you eat them in spite.
Pickles suck.
Because then I can laugh because you don't like them. I just picture you crying as you eat them like, I'm winning.
She's so mad right now.
I just have the jar cradled in your arms.
This is terrible.
I got you, Erica.
And Stacy's
Crying
in
into your pickles.
Stacy's in the background. Shut up, nerd! Just pickles! Alright.
I like pre-pickles. Does that count?
Pretty
I
pickles?
thought you were going to say
Any
Pringles.
cucumbers?
Except they're not.
Yeah, pickles
We're not
before
gonna
they're
go in that.
cucumbers.
We're not going to go into that
I
conversation.
think we're thoroughly finished.
So last week I...
Okay.
No, we're not.
you
Go
know
ahead.
with the episode?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, I...
Go on.
Use your.
Erica saw something and she got rather excited.
I saw something and was confused, but it's all good now.
So,
Okay.
I want to get you guys' opinions on something.
No.
You guys is Casey and Stacy.
Got
Last
it.
week I mentioned this game, Five Nights at
Oh,
Freddy's.
God.
Aha.
Yes.
Okay, so I've seen that you guys have been
So-
playing this game.
We played it once.
How is it?
Let's just say, first night I was like,
I
okay.
want you to play it.
Okay,
First,
film it.
yeah, the first night I was just like, sorry.
I can't.
She's trying to hold my hand.
I
No, the first night it was like, okay, it's a tutorial. It's not going to be as hard. It
The first
wasn't.
night was very devoid of anything.
Yeah, it was kind of
There,
boring.
there was one moment where Freddy peeked his head in, and that was scary.
Really?
Yeah.
Freddy?
I don't know.
Wait, which one is Freddy? Freddy's the bear,
The
right?
bear, yeah.
Yeah, he was there. He peeked his
The
head
bear was there.
Yeah, he was there.
He doesn't peek his head in.
Well, he did here.
No, I mean he was outside.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
that's interesting.
outside, and the light. You turned on the light, and he was there.
Oh.
That's
Yeah, that's what it was.
No, he doesn't do that.
Really?
Yeah, no.
He got the cracked curse copy.
Oh.
Now he's gonna die if he doesn't finish
Oh,
the game.
yeah.
Well,
Right.
okay, maybe it wasn't him, but somebody
Yeah, the
was.
rabbit,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it might have been the rabbit, but yeah, that was the only thing that happened
Details.
during the first night, and I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Second night, I was just like, okay, what's this? What's happening? Nothing.
The first thing
okay.
you said when the next night started, you're like, I have to do this again? I can barely stand one night at Freddy's.
Yeah, but then it's like nothing happened for like the first half, and I was like, oh, I'm only using 10% of the power per hour. I'm like, oh, that's good. And then
That's really good.
and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
the lights on the left side wouldn't work, and I'm
You're
like,
dead.
what the fuck? What the fuck's happening? What the
When
fuck's
that when
happening?
that happens, you're already
The
dead.
dude was
Yeah.
still talking.
Yep.
Oh.
The guy, yeah, he was still talking in the tutorial. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah,
That happened on the Play Pals game. That's Michael and Gavin from Achievement Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
They played this game and they weren't doing anything. They were just listening to
Mm-hmm.
the voice recording for day 2. And they were talking over the spot where the guy goes, "You might want to check the cameras while I'm talking," and shit. They didn't hear that part at all. And then they're like, "What about Pirate Cove? Something about Pirate Cove?" Foxy comes over the side, Gavin runs across the room, is literally huddled in a corner. Michael, I don't like this game.
I hate that game.
Well, see, when the lights wouldn't work, I was like, shit, let me check the map, because I know he was, like, two rooms next to me, then all of a sudden, the map by itself just goes down on it, and I see him right there.
Yeah.
The bunny comes up and goes, nah, 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 nah.
Yeah, and I got so scared. I threw off the headphones, almost broke down and cried right then and there.
You didn't just throw the headphones, you threw them at the screen.
The earphones.
I was just like, nope, not doing this. I am not doing this. And now I will never play that game again.
Breaks
Oh,
television in
man.
half.
So I guess I'm going to play it later
Yes,
after
please.
the podcast. Not only for the recording, but because it's going to be my next how to play video.
Yeah,
I need some. I need
Honestly,
some
I think the fox is hilarious. Just the fact, like, if you catch
cool
him,
character, really.
if you catch him at the right spot,
He's like,
you just see where
He's
you
all
see him,
tilty and shit.
where you see him like sliding down the hallway.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, he's actually running.
He just goes, woo!
Picture him as like a human
And he
snake.
just goes, nah.
Yes, a human snake.
But I'll tell you what, when he's peeking out behind the curtain,
He's
it's one of the
a-
creepiest
Jesus.
things in this whole. in
No,
that
the
whole
thing
game.
that I hate is the duck.
Yeah, the duck is terrible.
The duck when it's looking at the screen,
Yeah.
where it's like, wow.
Which one? When he's like kind of looking up a little
No, when
bit,
his
or in
mouth
the
is
party
open.
room where he's
No.
like,
It's like, hi.
Sup, nigga?
So we make fun of this game now, but this is the most terrifying game.
Yeah,
I've
Wes,
ever
have you seen anything about this yet?
No.
We should have Wes play it first.
We should have Wes play it.
Oh,
Yes.
You haven't seen anything about this game.
Oh my god, it's so
I wish you brought
terrifying.
your
I've
recording
seen it.
stuff.
I've obviously seen that
I
it's
don't
a
have.
thing.
You can use the
I actually saw a really
Yeah.
good.
fraps.
I saw a
Yeah.
really good picture that someone did of it, like on Photoshop or whatever. And the duck was like 500 pounds with his little bib on, and it was just like.
I
That's what
love.
it looks like. Yeah.
I love the picture where it's that one picture of Tom from Tom and Jerry like peeking around the corner and he's just like he's got
Yeah.
this smug face. They changed that to Foxy.
I like it. I learned a lot about that game. Like not just
I imagine
because
it's a
I
lot
had
more
to.
complex than it is. looks.
Sort of. But I've been on the wiki looking up for new stuff that
Oh,
might
there's a
show
wiki.
up. Oh yeah, just to see if there's anything new that might be like kind of cool to learn
Yeah.
and know.
Yeah.
Mostly because I had to write this freaking video, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it's quite a game.
Oh.
You know, there's a fifth evil thing.
Really?
I also heard there are secret nights.
Is it another
There's
animal?
two.
There's two secret
There's a
nights.
sixth night that unlocks when you beat the fifth one, and if you beat the sixth night, which is like ridiculously hard, it unlocks the seventh night where you can change the difficulty of each thing. And
So-
apparently on the sixth night, they're like set to like 12 as a difficulty level. It can go up to 20.
Wow.
So the challenge, the developer of the game,
Developer.
yeah, I'm gonna try that sentence. The developer of the game said that 20 is like, it has to be impossible just logistically.
Yeah.
It's been beaten so far by 2 people.
Wow.
Some YouTuber I don't know and Markiplier.
Really?
Of course, Markiplier.
Nice.
Yep.
So who's this other creepy thing
Well,
you said
his
is going to
thing
be
is
introduced?
horror
Is it another animal?
Yeah, there's actually there's a secret one in the game. If you look at one of the cameras for too long, there's like a poster in the background that has like Freddy's face on it or something like that. It's the one where the rabbit, if he's right outside the door,
Yeah.
it's the one where he'll look up. If you stare at that poster for a while and take the camera down, there will be like a weird, creepy gold Freddy who stares at you, and you just put up your camera and he goes away. But if you don't for after 5 seconds or something, then you
Yeah,
are dead.
What happened in our recording where Stacy played, it was funny because right as we started playing, you brought out the camera and the duck was already gone. Like, immediately.
See,
And-
there he is. He just sits on your desk in the office.
And I think that's a monkey.
Is it a monkey? Yeah.
No, it's Freddy.
Oh.
I've always thought that too, but no, it's yeah.
Yeah.
was like
Well,
a monkey.
anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
All the duck left, and then we put down the camera, and then we put it back up, and the bunny was gone. And we're like, oh, what? And then I'm like, remember, you have those lights. Because she wasn't using the lights. Because when I saw Markiplier do it, I thought the lights turned on by themselves when you looked at them. And I was like, yeah, just turn on the lights. And then that's when she couldn't turn it on.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, what?
That
What?
is pretty interesting that
Yeah.
that happened so quickly.
Yeah.
It's decently random as to
That's
how
what I was
everything
going to say.
operates.
I think it's random
It
how
is,
that
yeah.
works.
But wow, that's
So we'll see what happens when Wes plays this game.
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Now you have to play the game.
I don't know if it's gonna be fun.
go
Get him
for
some
it.
pickles, guys. Get him some pickles. Get him a jar of
Get him
pickles.
this emotional pickles.
I
Nerd.
usually don't think
Nerd.
scary stuff is scary. I think it's hilarious, but this game I can't.
See,
play
that's
it.
why I haven't
Yeah.
really, because I've watched Markiplier
I-
play.
I
I mean, I
literally-
haven't been playing it obviously,
I
but
literally
I still don't
cannot
see it
play
as
this game.
I don't
because
see it
it's
as
so
scary.
Dude, the strategy for beating 2020 is just ridiculous. It's the same like mechanical motions for the entire 10 minutes that you're playing the night, where you check Pirate Cove, you check the lights on the left, you check the lights on the right, you close the door on the right, check the camera, open the door on the right, check the lights, close the door, show the camera, check the lights, open the door. It's just that same
Yeah.
function over and over again. Because if Freddy is out, Freddy himself, if he is out and
the
you
bear.
leave the right door open, he can just jump in at any fucking time he wants. So if you want to check the camera or look away, you have to close that door. Yeah, it's...
Run that by me again?
If Freddy is outside...
No, with the north.
Well,
Okay.
on that note, let's do this.
That's what Freddy sounds like when you finally get him.
I don't like jump scares. I already have a problem with seeing things.
You
that aren't
only
really
get
there.
the jump scares if
Like
you
those
suck.
stairs.
Yeah.
Like
So
the
don't
stairs.
suck, and you'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I said when we played, the first night was pretty much uneventful.
Yeah, it is.
Cool.
Second night is where shit gets
Did you know you can actually get the Pirate Cove guy to kill you on night one?
Really?
If you never check the cameras, he'll show up before it ends.
I know he's running,
It's
but
a
it looks
cool
like he
little
just
thing.
slides down the hallway.
I'm gonna find
That's
the GIF.
funny to me.
There's a GIF of him running down the hallway.
Alright, now we can end the
Find it.
show.
Okay, let's
Let's go by.
go emotionally torment me. So.
Just everyone go out and grab your pickles.
Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Hold on.
Oh, Satan's here.
Hold on, he's gonna run. Huh. And then it just never worked again for some reason.
Good night, everybody.
Oh,
Bye.
it crashed. Fuck.